Magazine's empty. No round in the chamber. Dry fire. Remove the magazine. Now, to open this latch here, you can use, a lot of people say use a paper clip, screwdriver. I always just use a piece of brass because there's always some brass laying around. So, I'm going to open this mainspring latch. Then, pull the mainspring housing and the bolt pin, the bolt stop pin down. And if it's a new gun, it'll be a little bit more difficult. And as it's done more and more, they seem to get a little bit easier. Now, you want to pull your bolt out. And if your bolt won't come out, it's because the hammer inside here is up just a little bit. All you have to do is peck the top of it, and the bolt will come right out. Once you have the bolt out, just take a non-marring hammer and tap on the upper receiver. And once again, if your pistol has been taken down a lot and put back together, you might be able to do this with your hand. But with most new ones, you'll definitely have to have a hammer. Just hold on to the barrel on the upper receiver. That way it don't go flying. Just pack it over till it comes loose. Now this is usually as far as I go. Get in there and clean around the barrel feed ramp. And on this lower, I usually don't take any of this stuff apart because you can get to everything pretty good. Your hammer, sear, and clean that pretty good without further disassembly. And also, whenever I'm cleaning my pistol, I always take the bolt apart. Just take the recoil spring out, and I always take this firing pin out. Here's your firing pin stop. Just push it through. I don't go all the way out with it. I just go to about right there. You can see the firing pin popped out. I always clean the firing pin good in that channel. Just watch that spring closely. Get a good look at how it's in there, and then just take it right out. Clean down in there real good. And with this one, the lower edge goes down. Just put it in there. Slide it up to the groove. Just be sure and clean all around your extractor. Everything good. Get all that dirt and grime out. Now when you put your firing pin back in, you want the back half, or the back side of that spring, to rest right here. So just kind of go in from the back, from the rear, push it forward, push it all the way up, push your firing pin stop pin back in. And that's got that. Recoil spring back in. Be sure and set your rounded edge up, just like so. Now, put your upper receiver back on. Once you've got all it clean, just get it lined up, get it started. And I always just hold it, excuse me, kind of like I'm field stripping a Glock, just like this. Tap on the front of the barrel 4 or 5 times. You can kind of feel whenever it goes as far as it's going to go. Visually check. Make sure the holes are lined up good. You want your hammer to be down, just like you see it there. Slide your bolt in. Now at this point, and this happens a lot for some reason, if you get to right here and it won't go in, actually a little further than that, if you get to right there and it won't go in, check your bolt stop, because most of the time it'll be up. Just push that down and it'll go right in. Now you want to put your bolt stop pin and mainspring housing in. Till it protrudes out the top, just like so. Now your mainspring housing will be stuck right there. Just insert your magazine, pull the trigger, and it'll fall down. Of course, open the latch. Now what a lot of people get into is they just put it down and close it. You need to have spring tension on this, and what happens is, see this this oval cut inside the mainspring housing right there. Your hammer strut, which is right there, I hope you guys can see this, has to set inside that mainspring housing in order for it to fire correctly. So what you want to do, see it has no spring tension, just turn it up, give it a little tap on the top of the barrel, lower that till you hear it click into place, and raise it up, and you can see right there it has spring tension. Close your latch, it's back together. Insert your magazine, dry fire it a few times, make sure it snaps, everything's working good, and that's it. Hope